Hey friends. Stephen Covey, the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, was taking a seminar once in Chicago. There he taught many important lessons about this book to people, in which a concept was named psychological error. What happened after he taught the concept? A day after, Stephen was followed by a salesman who was very excited. He started telling her story to Stephen. He said, "Sir, do you know? I was trying to crack a real estate deal for the last several months. In fact, almost 6 months I was after that client. I had used every single sales technique, tips, tricks, all that I had learned. Still that deal was not cracking at all. I was very upset because I had invested a lot of time and energy behind this deal. I put all the bags in one basket. And the bad thing was that the other agents who were there started bringing very good deals to the clients. I felt that this deal had gone out of my hands. Then after learning from your seminar, I thought, let's use this concept of psychological error. So it was only after the seminar that I went back to meet the client. This time, instead of using tricks, instead of manipulating to buy a house, this time I thought that let's genuinely, without worrying about my sales, I try to understand this person. Habit number 5, seek first to understand then to be understood. I try this. I ask, what exactly does the client want? What are his concerns? What are his problems? Instead of using my ready-made sales pitch, I genuinely started talking to the client like a friend. Talked from heart, told everything straightly so that I can understand him. I asked him a lot of questions, and as soon as I started talking openly, the client also started talking openly. Told me about many of his problems. Related to his home, some were also related to the house which he shared with me. We talked like friends, and then suddenly something happened. That the client woke up, and in the middle of talking he picked up the phone. And he talked to his wife. And after which he immediately came to me and he said to me, "Congratulations, you have got the deal, brother." I was totally shocked, and to be honest I still am. And in the morning itself, a huge amount has been credited in my account. And in fact all these things became possible because I applied your concept. He gave psychological air to it. Look friends, right now you are watching this video. Maybe your entire focus is on this video, but if suddenly the air starts running out from where you are, what if you have problem in breathing? Will you watch this video? Obviously won't see. No matter how important I am saying and explaining. Why? Because taking a breath is a very important need. Similarly, the author says that we humans have many such emotional needs. Like, a very important need which is there in everyone. That is that people understand us, listen to us, affirm us, appreciate us, respect us, and all these needs are like psychological air which if not met, many times we are not able to take the decision too far to be happy. See what this need is, it is there in every human being. And if you will fulfill that need with the help of emphatic listening, that means instead of talking about what you want, look at what others want, what they are interested in, what are their problems and needs. By doing this there is a high chance that they will like you, and will also be influenced by you. Stephen tells a funny incident that once a man came to him and said, "What should I do, Stephen? I do not understand my son. I keep on telling him so much, but still he does not listen to me." After hearing this, what the author asked to explain irony. That you do one thing. Tell me again what you have said. He said that I am saying that I do not understand my son. He does not listen to me at all. Stephen said that tell me back what you said. This time the man angrily said that I do not understand my son. No matter how much I understand him. Then the author said that I used to think that if you want to understand another person, then you should listen to him. Then only you will understand him. How will you understand your son? Because you are not listening to him, but you are explaining. The problem is that nowadays people just want to explain to others. But one is not ready to understand them. They not ready to understand them. And then I get irritated that why no one is understanding me. And this is the problem. And the thing author said to that man that you have to understand your son. Start listening to him too. Don't start explaining him. And actually this lesson is universal. In sales, in business, and even in life. Even the people who are bad in all these things, they make the same mistake. That instead of understanding others, instead of asking them questions, they just keep speaking themselves, keep giving them answers. Such answers whose questions they have never asked you. Buy this from me, you work on this idea of mine. Join me. Like the people of the world are just stupid. They don't even understand that you are trying to sell them something. My products have these features, these are the benefits. Talk about themselves. The one who is actually a real sales master, who has very good selling skills. Who can sell his biggest thing, his ideas, can easily influence people. They are like doctors. They understand the customer's problems, needs. By asking questions, talking to them. And a lot of studies have also been done behind this thing. By asking the right questions, you can influence people very well. Even research has been done in the world of sales that if you use the right questions, then you can double, triple, and even 4 times your sales. You can easily influence people. Now, how to do this thing? How to ask the right questions so that you can become a great salesman. Sell whatever you want to people, influence them. So a very great book has been written to do this, Spin Selling. Before writing this book, the author has studied 35,000 sales calls. Studied 10,000 different salespeople so that they can know which things are right to do in sales and which things are wrong. He studied for many years and wrote a very great book. I really like this book very much. I've already listened to this book 2-3 times at least. I found this book so great. In the Spin Selling book, author Neil Rackham explains a very good formula, which is called Spin Selling Formula, which if you understand well, then you can use the power of queries to sell whatever you want. You can sell the most expensive thing, and you can earn money. Because you must know that selling is the one of the fastest way to become rich, on which I have also spent many lives. By selling your ideas, coming into a good relationship. Because of the questions, you start taking interest in the life of the people. So that then those people also start taking interest in you. Obviously, in this video I will explain you spin method a little bit. In fact, look like many always say, the truth is that by making a summary of 10 to 15 minutes, I cannot explain all the things in this book chapter by chapter. It's just not possible. The spin selling formula on which the entire book is written. More than 200 pages have been written. It is not possible to understand everything in detail. The book which will be of great use to you to master the formula of spin selling. Selling toughest ideas and expensive products. For that obviously you should read this book completely. This book is really powerful. Many small and big things have been told in this book, which will help you to earn money, become an interesting person, a good salesperson. But again, I know, taking the time to focus and read the books is not an easy task. That's why understanding this problem, what have we done? To ease your big problem, we ourselves bought that book, which is worth 1,000 rupees, then read it page by page after spending many hours. Then after spending many days, we made chapter by chapter book summary. Took several months to get it recorded by a professional artist. And animated it, just like you are watching the video. We made complete video book summary of that book for you. Now let me explain a little spin selling method. Imagine you have a business, you are working, you have a team. Then a salesman comes to you, he introduces himself. My name is this, my company is working for so many years. We have these products, they have these specifications and are very good. I will give you all this for 1 lakh rupees, will you buy? So will you buy his product like this? See, research shows that maximum people decline such sales calls and salesmen doesn't do business with them. Whereas those who are good salesmen who are able to make big sales in actual, they are able to do the most expensive sales. Those people are able to do it because they start asking questions at the right time in the beginning itself. The questions were from who, how were they? Due to which maximum sales were generated. All of these have been combined and made spin selling formula. S stands for situation questions. Situation questions are those questions that allow you to get an idea of the current situation of the client, so that you can understand them. X, how many people are in your team, which software and tools do you use? Such questions which tell you facts, give important data about them, with the help of which you will be able to talk well. But remember one thing, you don't have to use this question much. Else people may get bored. P of spin stands for problem questions. The core of any business or sales is to solve the problem of the person in front, through your product or service. And here you do the same thing by asking questions. For example, are you happy with your current system which is running? Are you happy with your current sales? Is your team's efficiency the best? Are you having trouble using the tools? But these questions help in finding dissatisfaction which you can solve. Now look, those small sales, which are not so expensive. If you use these 2 questions in them, then sales will happen. But if you want to make big sales, you want to sell expensive products, you want to sell tough ideas, for that now comes I have SPIN, which stands for the implication questions, which will be easy to understand from the example. Suppose there is a man who is having issue in managing his team, and you are selling him a software which is worth 1 lakh rupees. Now if I tell him directly that this is my product, take it. My product will do this work, it will work. Even if it has these features inside it, it will still cost him. But if I use imputation question, explain to him that, look, now there are 5 people in your team, and are working, due to which your revenue of 5 lakhs is coming. But the problem is that right now you are stuck in this system. Tomorrow, if you fall ill or there will be any problem, then 5 people will not be able to work with the same efficiency. Your work quality will be affected, which will affect your results. Clients will be dissatisfied, and then they may not even give you the work again. Plus your entire time is being wasted in managing 5 people, due to which you are not able to make it big, due to which you are losing lakhs of rupees. Now look, in reality many times it happens, due to which small entrepreneurs are not able to become big. And in the same way, when you start counting the problems properly, you will start asking questions related to how big the problem is, as if that person starts looking it as a big problem. Then investing 1 lakh rupees after that will not seem like such a big amount. This thing happens after using the application question, because here you magnify the problems as much as you can, as much as they are in actual and as big as it can be, where you show the effect of consequences to the clients, which are all negative. After which comes SPIN's N, need pay of questions. After focusing on the negatives, now you have to show positive things. Your product or service will give it to them. For example, in the last example itself, you can ask that, do you think that you will learn to manage 10 people instead of 5 people? If you get 10 people to work, then how much will your income increase? How much your work will work if more people will increase in your team? And you will not have to spend much time to manage them. How much income and how many clients can you increase if 10 people work for you? If you ask all this, then your client will automatically count you the advantage of your product, which will increase the chances of buying his product. Here you have to focus them on the solution and not on the problems. This is the SPIN model in short. I haven't been able to explain the SPIN model well here, because the time is so short, but if you want to understand well in this detail, inside which there are many details in actual, there are many steps for that. There are many rules behind every question which you should follow. Only then those questions will give you good results. Now if you have to learn all these things, to increase your selling skills, to increase your skills of influencing, then there are many such things that you should understand, related to SPIN selling, which you will learn well in this book. Look, in today's time, if you want to move forward, then you have to sell something. And if you want to be good at selling, then this book is one of the best book, which will teach you this thing. How you have to use the SPIN method exactly. What is the mistake that you have to avoid? What are the things you should do scientifically? All those things have been told in this book, so that you can easily apply SPIN model in your life. Thanks for watching.